Thanks for staying with us tonight at 6. I'm Hayden Rostevsky.
And I'm Scott Reynolds. For the first time, all three suspects in the murder and disappearance case of Crystal Rogers were in the same courtroom. A hearing happening just a few hours ago in Nelson County.
WDRB's Fallon Glick and Valerie Chin are in Bardstown tonight for us with the latest developments in the case. Hey, guys.
There is so much interest in the Crystal Rogers case, not just here in Bardstown, but in Louisville and nationwide. And for the first time, all three suspects were in the courtroom together.
And the anticipation for justice going on 9 years now. But today's court hearing only lasted 20 minutes. And during that time, we learned the tentative trial date was set for February 10th of next year. Brooks Houck walked into court for his first appearance in person since being arrested for the murder of his former girlfriend, Crystal Rogers, in September. In a jail suit, his mother, sister, girlfriend, and other supporters sat behind him, with the family of Crystal Rogers on the other side of the courtroom.
I hope they get justice. Yeah. And I think it will.
Special prosecutor Shane Young says 1.1 terabytes of discovery and evidence have been turned over to defense attorneys so far, with even more to be handed over next month. Young says it took his office several months to get through, so a February 2025 trial should be enough time for defense attorneys. Included in that discovery, 2 other high-profile Bardstown murder cases.
It took us, Ms. Young, 6 months to go through the discovery, and that included Ellis and Ballard.
Jason Ellis, a police officer who was ambushed and killed, and Tommy Ballard, Rogers' father, who was also shot and killed. Houck's family left court without talking, but a family friend who did not want to give her name had this to say.
Nobody wins in this situation, not the Brooks family, not Crystal's family, and definitely not the damn kids.
Meanwhile, Rogers' family friend said it was surreal to see all 3 suspects in court.
I'm glad it's all 3 together, and I hope they stay together that way. But there's some other people that's involved that they haven't got yet. I'm pretty sure that they will get them.
And this murder case will likely be moved to a different county, and the prosecutor, he wants to join all 3 suspects into one trial. Brooks Houck, Steve Lawson, Joseph Lawson, they're all facing the same charges, but Brooks Houck's attorney said he would likely object to that motion.
And for the first time since their arrest, Joseph and Steve Lawson saw each other. Steve Lawson's attorney, Ted Lavitt, said the father and son did not talk. They also walked into the courtroom together. Joseph's attorney asked for Joseph's bond to be reduced from $500,000 to $50,000 unsecured, which means he wouldn't have to pay a bail unless he's failed to show up for court.
Whether it be home incarceration at a treatment provider, and that will be for substance abuse treatment, but also making sure that he is getting ongoing medical treatment.
He also is a risk of obstructing justice in this case. It's because once he found out that he was a subject, a target of what happened to this young woman, he called around or texted around to associates, to friends of his, to cover for him, to give him an alibi that night of July the 3rd when she's missing.
With counsel, Mr. Lavitt.
And the judge said he'll decide on the bond reduction request by the end of business on Monday. The next hearing for all 3 suspects is March 21st, but the judge says that the suspects can appear via Zoom.
Just so many questions in this Crystal Rogers case. And Scott, Hayden, we hope to get some of those answers at trial by next year.
All right, thank you so much, Val, Fallon, for your reporting tonight.